Hi, welcome to Juicer. Juicer is a social media aggregator. This means it displays posts from a variety of social networks within a single grid that you can embed onto a web page. Where those posts come from is up to you. You can display posts from your own social media accounts, posts from other public social media accounts, or posts from people who use a certain hashtag. Businesses, nonprofits, schools, creative agencies, and many other types of organizations use Juicer to display a stream of social content on their website or during a live event. Let's take a look at how a Juicer feed works, running through each component of the Juicer dashboard one by one. When you first create a Juicer feed, that's our term for the embeddable wall, you'll be prompted to add your first source, which is our term for any social account or hashtag displayed within the feed. In most cases, you can simply add the name of the social account found within the account's URL. Let's add Juicer's Twitter account to our feed. In some cases, Juicer is going to ask us to connect an account on the back end. This will occur the first time you try to add a source from any of the major social networks. Posts from this account will not appear in your Juicer feed. This is purely on the administrative side of Juicer and helps us obtain posts on your behalf. The account you add here can be any social account for which you have the login information. Juicer will not post anything to this account, or edit or delete your posts. Just to stress again, the social accounts connected on the back end of Juicer are separate from what you will display within the feed, and only exist to help us obtain posts from that social network. Now that we've connected a Twitter account on the back end, we can add Juicer's Twitter account directly into our Juicer feed. Juicer has now pulled in posts from this Twitter account. On the right, you can see the posts that are currently displayed within the feed. What you see here is what will be displayed wherever you embed your Juicer feed. In the upper right corner, you'll see a Help button, which will take you to our frequently asked questions and other useful resources. Next to that is the button that brings up the Main Account menu. Clicking this will allow you to access your account settings, such as your login email and password, payment options, and other areas. This is also where you can switch between your various Juicer feeds, if you have created more than one. On our left are all the tools for managing your Juicer feed. Let's run through these. In the upper left corner of your Juicer dashboard, you'll see the name of your Juicer feed. This is assigned automatically based on the first source that you've added to the feed. If you'd like to change the feed name, just click the pencil icon. Your Juicer feed will also have a dedicated URL that we'll talk about in a few minutes. If you'd like to change that URL, just click the Update Feed URL Also button. The first main panel on the Juicer dashboard is Social Media Sources. The accounts and hashtags listed here are what will be displayed within your Juicer feed. We've already added Juicer's Twitter account, but let's add another source. We'll add the Instagram hashtag orangejuice. We started by clicking Add Social Media Source. Then we choose our social network, in this case Instagram. We'll then select hashtag at the top, and we'll type in orange juice. And Juicer will get to work pulling in one batch of posts for this hashtag. When we enter in a new source, Juicer won't pull in all of the posts from that source, but rather one page worth, which depends on the social network. For Instagram, this is about 33 posts. Please also note that the number of slots available in the social media sources area will depend on your level of Juicer plan. Our free plan allows for a maximum of 2 sources. Our medium plan allows up to 5, and our large plan allows up to 15 per feed. The next panel on the Juicer dashboard is Feed Settings. Here, you can make changes to how your feed will look on your web page. Any changes you make, you will see reflected instantly in this panel area to the right. Juicer has several built-in feed styles. Several of them are grids, while some display only images. And some, like the slider, will rotate through posts automatically. You can change the time interval for those rotations in the interval area under Feed Display. Next, you can choose a post order. Typically, people select Most Recent first because it displays the newest content at the top of the feed. But you can also select Mixed, which will display the latest posts from each source, Random, which will shuffle your posts around, and Most Popular, which sorts posts by number of likes and comments. If you select Random, the posts will shuffle each time that your feed resyncs. That could be once every 10 minutes, once every hour, or once every day, like on the free plan. Below the post order, you can enable filter buttons for your feed. These filter buttons can be based on the social network or the social accounts or hashtags. Clicking the buttons will reveal specific sets of posts within your feed. And these buttons will be available to anyone who views your feed on your web page. Below this area, there are several other tweaks that you can make to your Juicer feed that we won't cover at length in this video. These will have an impact on how your feed looks and loads. Information about these can be seen by hovering over the question mark icon next to each checkbox. Next on the Juicer dashboard is the Embed in Your Site panel. This is where you obtain the code that you drop into your web page, which will make the Juicer feed appear. Most users find that Juicer's standard embed code works fine. Simply drop this code block into your web page within your website's content management system. There is also a Juicer plugin for WordPress and an accompanying shortcode. You can also use an iframe version of Juicer, which will remove some of the functionality, such as its responsive design for mobile viewing. But it can also help Juicer work on certain pages where other code is interfering. All of these options are available from this drop-down menu. Next on the dashboard is the Moderate and Filter panel, which gives you the flexibility to display only the posts that you want and block unwanted or inappropriate content. We'll cover this more in depth in another video. But as you can see, it's possible to manually or automatically review and approve certain posts. At the top, you'll see buttons to select between what's currently live in your feed, the public posts, and posts that have been placed into moderation for your review, which will not appear in your feed without your approval. That's moderated posts. You can also select the Send All Posts to Moderation feature. When enabled, this will send all new posts into your moderated posts area, so nothing appears in your feed without your approval. This is a popular choice for people working with hashtag campaigns. Next, you can block posts with words or phrases of your choosing, or only allow posts with words or phrases of your choosing. Make sure that you separate these words and phrases with commas. Juicer also has a comprehensive profanity blocker built in, which you can enable with this simple checkbox. Clicking the Prevent Duplicate Posts box will block posts from your feed that contain identical text when they come from two different sources. Anytime you make a change in this panel, be sure to click Save Your Filters. You will be given the option to apply your change only to new posts going forward, or to all existing posts in your feed. We'll cover Juicer's analytics in depth in a separate video. So for now, we'll skip down to the Share Your Feed panel. This panel provides you with a dedicated URL that will display your feed full screen. This is frequently used when a Juicer feed is to be displayed on a monitor or on a screen during a live event. Following this link, only the feed will be displayed and no embed is required. A couple quick final notes about your Juicer feed. At the bottom of the Juicer dashboard, you will see the time that your feed last synced, meaning when it last searched and pulled in new posts. Clicking this panel will reveal when it is set to sync next. On the small or free Juicer plan, your feed will sync once every 24 hours. On the medium plan, it will sync once per hour, and on the large plan, it will sync once every 10 minutes. Please also note that you can make changes to your Juicer feed directly from the Juicer dashboard by hovering over individual posts. Clicking the Stick button will pin a post to the top of your feed. Clicking Refresh, you will see that the post has moved to the front. You can do this with multiple posts. You can also remove a post from your Juicer feed by hovering over it and clicking Delete. Please note that this will not impact the post back on the social network in any way. It will only remove the post from your Juicer feed. If you delete a post from the feed, it will then appear in your moderated post section. You can reapprove the post, or you can reject it from your moderation area. We hope this Juicer demo has provided you some help getting started. If you haven't already, you can create a free account at juicer.io that allows you to add up to 2 sources into a single feed, with an update frequency of once per day. You will also have access to our moderation and filtering tools for 7 days. Thanks for checking out Juicer.